Boris Johnson gave a big speech up in Blackpool today, part of his political reset. He reassured us he is a Prime Minister that wants to cut taxes, whilst at the same time keeps putting them up. He's a Prime Minister who told us he wants a smaller state. On the very same day, they're going to forbid grown adults from buying cigarettes. But the really big pitch today from Boris was about housing. He's going to help people get onto the housing ladder. Now, you may think we've heard this all before, because listen to this. We need a national crusade to get houses built that means banks lending, government releasing land, and yes, planning being reformed. That was David Cameron in 2015. And here we are 7 years on, and nothing has changed. And before I get to Boris's proposals and whether they make sense, there was a 5-hour debate in the House of Commons yesterday on levelling up, housing being a very big part of that. At no point in those 5 hours yesterday, or in the speeches given today by Boris Johnson or interviews by Michael Gove, did they mention one factor. They keep saying more houses have to be built and they have to become more affordable. What nobody will tell you is that net migration into Britain means we have to build 750 new houses every day just to accommodate new people coming into the country. So you see why the problem is virtually impossible. But nobody dares to talk about it because these things are not. But whether or not done, are they, in polite society at Notting Hill dinner parties? But I can assure you, I talk about them on GBNews because they're true. Now, is it a good idea that people who are on benefits should be able to get mortgages? The people who are already struggling for money should be able to borrow sums from a bank, and Boris is saying, without putting down big deposits. I want to get people onto the housing ladder. We all, I bet there are many in this room, want their kids to get on the housing ladder. But it has to be affordable. And if we trap hundreds of thousands of young people into a debt trap at a time when interest rates could go higher, this could do a lot more harm than it could do good. I'm old enough to remember something 30 years ago called negative equity, when the value of our houses was less than our mortgages, and if you lost your job and had to sell, you went bust. So look, I'm all for building more houses, I'm all for having affordable housing, but for goodness sake, let's not allow people already on benefits to take out mortgages and be subject to rises in interest rates. I don't think it makes sense. Love to know your views at home on that.